The Curious Case of Giggity. Nina knows where the corrupted crystal that you seek can be found. Don't fret now. I know exactly where to find a corrupted crystal comprised of ice-aspected ether. An associate of mine in Gridania has been studying the effects of one such crystal on living beings. Huh? What's with that expression? I thought you would be pleased to hear this news. This is not another wild dodo chase, I assure you. And what's even better is that this time you needn't use that warded pot of yours to protect yourself from this crystal's energies. Hedden's findings suggest that it is quite safe. Why, you ask? Well, let's just say that it has undergone a unique process that has rendered such precautions unnecessary. Anyway, do not let me keep you. It has been a pleasure, Lavenza. Come back and see me sometime, all right? All right, to Gridania. So yeah, I mean, if this obviously is the crystal we need, I imagine... I mean, I don't know how long it's going to take to actually get the crystal, but as soon as we get it, I imagine we're right on our way to Garuda. Greetings and salutations, Miss Shark, I presume? Stina informed me of your adventures in Aleport. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Though as Professor Lambertaint is fond of saying, no action taken in the name of science is ever truly wasteful. To the matter at hand, corrupted crystals possessing the properties you seek could be found in abundance at the standing courses following the calamity. Alas, that is no longer the case, and while there is at least one suitable crystal that remains to be found within the 12's wood, precisely where it is at any given moment is more difficult to say. Permit me to explain. You are familiar with Spriggans, yes? The furry little rascals that are wont to seek out ores and other stones? Well, one such creature with an infamously insatiable appetite has single-handedly devoured every corrupted crystal in the 12's wood. Fortunately for you, these crystals take an eternity to digest, assuming they can even be digested. And I am reasonably confident that one still resides within his gut. It's quite fascinating, really. My theory is that this Giggity first consumed a corrupted crystal when... you couldn't care less about all this, could you? To the point then. Giggity seldom makes his presence felt unless there is particularly fine fodder to be had. Therefore, we shall require a lure, and I have precisely the sort he will find impossible to resist. Simply place this true heart. I shall save the story of the origin of its unusual name for another occasion, outside of the Spriggan's lair, and wait for the opportune moment to pounce. As for the method by which you retrieve the crystal from his gut, I shall leave that to your discretion. All right. This bright, blood-colored ore is thought to be a symbol of loyalty and honesty. Isn't that cute? Okay, so Central Shroud. Alright. I can take the Aethernet out to that gate. Oh, so he's down below. Oh, right here. Easy enough. And this, I wasn't even... Okay, so it's, yeah, same guy. It's kind of funny for all the trouble that we go through to try to get these crystals. Like, well, at least in this case, like the last crystal seemed more difficult to get a hold of than this one. Obviously, like I don't know what the relative power is, you know, or difficulty between the two fights, you know, because I just blew through them, but I can imagine that the siren was probably still more difficult than that Spriggan. Ah, pray do not sneak up on me like that. Don't understand what you talking about, but the game hella cool. Well, I'm just talking about the quest that I'm doing. Do you play Final Fantasy 14? Omoshiroi? No, okay. Yeah, I'm just going through the main story of Final Fantasy 14. Okay. Pray do not sneak up on me like that. I was engrossed in... Wait, what is that? What is that god's awful smell? Corrupted crystal, over-aspected aether, manifested into solid form. My word, that is a breathtakingly beautiful crystal. I see my supposition was not mistaken. Ugh. And I also see you weren't averse to digging through Spriggan entrails for your prize. We owe our furry friend a debt of gratitude, you know. This thick coating of digestive juices is protecting us from the harmful effects of the crystal, just as the warded pot you once used did. Why so glum, friend? You finally obtained the corrupted crystal you sought, one overflowing with earth-aspected aether. Calm down, I jest. It is comprised of ice-aspected ether, worry not. I suppose that joke was in poor taste, considering your previous 2 attempts were for naught. I want to play it, but don't know where to start. Well, there is the free trial, which you can go all the way up to 60, which includes both the base game and the first expansion, all for free. And it's available on PC. 2 versions of PC. There's like regular PC, and then there's Steam. You can get it on Steam. But if you get it on Steam, you can't get any of the expansions or anything like that through like a regular PC purchase, and vice versa. So if you pick it up from a regular like PC vendor or whatever, you can't get it from Steam anymore. But it's also available on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and Mac, I believe. Better late than never. Hedon has neglected to return to you your corrupted crystal. Beg your pardon, Lavenza. I forgot to return your crystal to you. Oh, and there was a message for you from Professor Lambertaint. Something about a man named Marcus. Apparently, the professor misses the intellectual stimulation. Forgive me, I should have written it down. It occurs to me that I have yet to ask why you needed that crystal. You aren't planning anything nefarious, are you? 'Twould reflect poorly on me and my research if it was used for evil ends. Ah well, perhaps it's best I remain ignorant. I didn't become the professor's greatest pupil by filling my head with unnecessary information. Gotta go. Okay. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, so now where is Sid? Okay. Airship landing makes sense. Greetings, madam. Do you wish to proceed to your vessel? Yes, I do. See if Alphino has anything to say. Why do you tarry, Lavenza? Our work is not yet finished. We must press onward until the Harpy Queen lies broken at our feet. I think we already read that last time, but... All repairs and modifications have been completed, Lavenza. Once you bring me that crystal, nothing will stand between us and Garuda. This particular sample happens to be covered in Spriggan offal. Oh, it's keeping us safe. I'll need to run some tests to be sure, but this looks to be exactly what we need. Worry not, Lavenza. I'll see that your hard work doesn't go to waste. The Enterprise is already more than a common airship, but mark my words, soon it will become something greater, something extraordinary. This is me. This is what I was born to do. Lady of the Vortex. With Sid's modifications now installed, the Enterprise is finally ready to make the journey to the Howling Eye. According to my test, the device is now functioning in perfect harmony with the crystal, meaning we can leave whenever you're ready. But you must understand, tests can only tell you so much. Until we approach the Howling Eye, until we attempt to breach the barrier itself, I cannot be sure that this will work. I think it only fair to tell you that there is a small but significantly or statistically significant chance that the crystal could trigger a massive... Perhaps it is better that we remain positive. Lavenza, I want to thank you for reuniting me with my ship, for trusting in me to develop this plan, for everything. You've helped me to rediscover a part of myself I had forgotten. I am not the man I once was, and I do not know if I ever shall be. But I do know one thing. This feels right. My apologies for the sudden outpouring of sentiment. I would have waited until after the mission, but, well, you understand.
There. She's ready.
Ah, she stirs. To Kurthus, and an audience with the Harpy Queen Garuda. Enterprise, engage.
The big reveal.
I once flew in this airship, and I was not alone. There were adventurers on board. Adventurers like you.
Here we go.
Just how long have I worn these damn goggles?
Young
yes,
Sid.
I fancied myself a trendsetter in my younger days. The young prodigy, admired by all, exactly like his father. Born and raised in Garlemald. It was only natural that the precocious young student should become an engineer. Had his father not done the same? Father, when did we stop seeing eye to eye? When did Meteor become your everything, and your loved ones cease to matter? You abandoned us all, but he was there for me, Father. There for me when you were not. Though he proved no better in the end. Gaius was just another man, with an all-consuming obsession. And so I ran, left the Empire behind and came to Eorzea, where I built the ironworks. yes, it was then that I first donned these goggles. Eorzea opened my eyes. It was home to so many manner of people, each with their own hopes and dreams. People worth saving, and so I fought beside them. I wanted to prove that my knowledge could serve a nobler purpose. I wanted to prove that there was another way. And it all began that day when I found my new home.
It was a weird moment between Sid and the Warrior of Light.
I had forgotten how wonderful it was. The wind in your hair, the endless sky. That light. It was you, wasn't it? It's surprising how few people know this, but all pureblood Garleans have a third eye. Perhaps mine helped me recognize you, or perhaps it was just a lucky guess. The Enterprise was made for this, to carry Eorzea's protectors into battle. I am proud to be able to call her my own.
Sid? What exactly do you remember?
Alphinaud, my boy. Sorry to have been such a burden. I remember everything. My name, my people, and my purpose. Everything. Come, it would be rude to keep Garuda waiting.
Yeah, I can say I don't really get like what that scene was. I mean, obviously it was like a moment of him getting his memories back, but like why he saw the Warrior of Light in his past is weird. What is it, Lavenza? Don't tell me you're having second thoughts at a time like this. Or do you truly wish to return to Gridania? No. All our efforts, all our travails, all of it was for this. Make ready, Lavenza, for the end is nigh, be it hers or our own. All right. Let us do this, shall we? Oh, might want to select it. Who dares intrude upon my sanctuary? Your insolence shall not go unpunished, landwalkers. 12 preserves. She's huge. As I live and breathe. Over there, look. Amalja and Kobold prisoners. But why would the Ixal bring them here? Wherefore come you hither, foolish mortals? Garuda, we are come to put an end to your reign of terror. Hear you this blasphemy, my children? These landwalkers would bring me low. You who are bound to crawl upon the earth should revere me, for I am the wind. Did we not take to the skies and slip your defenses? We are bound by nothing, Garuda. You think your playthings give you strength? They will not help you here, Landwalker. This is my realm, where none can challenge my supremacy. Struggle though you may, I shall slake the roots with your blood, and festoon the canopy with your entrails. Ah ha 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 ha! Squawk! Slay the unfeathered ones we shall. As an offering to Garuda they will serve. Leave the Ixal to us, Lavenza. We will keep them distracted while you deal with her. Do not fail, Lavenza. Remember, you fight for the Scions, for Eorzea. This worm would die by mine own hand. Come then, I shall grant you that which you seek. Let's see how long it takes to take out Garuda. Not too long. No, 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 no! What? How in the hells? This is my realm. You have no hope here. None. None! Did you truly believe you could defy a god, Landwalkers? My power is limitless, my children legion, and they have rendered unto me a wealth of crystals. Their gifts sustain me, their faith empowers me. None save my children will escape the reckoning, mortals, and those who would use my crystals to waken the rest shall realize the folly of their wrath. Then all shall worship none but me, the one true God. He 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 he. Of course, worship. So long as the Ixal keep praying, she will never fall. Then let's stop them. Ugh. No harm will come to you, my children. This is only the beginning, landwalkers. All who oppose me shall suffer for their defiance. Soon the worms of the forest shall receive my judgment, the desert vermin next. Their walls of stone will not shield them from the tempest. And then will I take vengeance on the sea lice. Their wooden boats cannot outrun the wind. Tremble, mortals, for I shall visit you all in time, and all shall be mine. All mine! You, landwalker, you who dared to raise your hand against me, you shall be the first to pay for your sins, not with your death, but with your life. You will serve me, landwalker, to your last breath. No, sir, I don't believe I will. No, no! I claimed you. You should be mine. Sorry, I'm married to a big-ass crystal. What are you? What have you done to me? No mortal should possess such power. This is impossible.
Why do you not tremble at my might? Why do you not beg for mercy? Why do you not die?
We've done it!
Ah! Impossible it is!
Kill you all! Is that all? O Lady of the Vortex, O mighty Garuda. Of all primals, the most terrible, I say again, is that all?
Gaius!
Ah, Sid, my boy, you look well. For one who has forsaken kin and country. I wonder what else you will forsake before the day is done.
What?
What exactly did you hope to accomplish here this day? Well, I shall accomplish far more.
Is that all? Is that all? Insolent mortal! I shall make you suffer! That foul stench! I see now. She has touched you! Very well.
Seven hells, does she still mean to fight?
Our Lord of the Inferno Almighty, Ifrit, grant us succor in our hour of need.
Save us, Titan, Lord of Crags! It hurts us so! The pain! The pain!
What is she? 12 preserve. She cannot mean to. No. No, this is all wrong.
Stop gawping, boy. We must run.
Surrender yourselves unto me! I would feast upon your ether! None shall stand against the wind!
Here comes the big boy.
Bear witness to the glory of the Empire!
He just makes the primals look like children.
It is you who will suffer, Garuda. Ancient Alec had ways of dealing with your kind. Now, look on their ultimate weapon, Icon, and despair.
No! No! No!
Oh, jeez.
Magnificent. It exceeds all expectation.
With each primal it consumes, it grows more powerful. A marvel, is it not?
Such is the fate of those who oppose the Empire. There will be no warriors of light to save you this time. If your leaders are as wise as they are reported, they will surrender. Your skills are impressive, but they will not be enough.
FFXIV, have mercy. What chance have we against such an ungodly creation? And who was that armored devil?
That was Gaius van Balsar, legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion and Supreme Commander of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea.
Of course. The Black Wolf. How could I not realize? Grandfather mentions him in his journal.
I was never so naive as to think the man would abandon his ambitions. But these developments are beyond my worst expectations. What have you been doing these past 5 years? How could something of this magnitude have escaped the Alliance's attention?
We heard no whispers, saw no signs. In the wake of the calamity, the Empire seized land and built outposts, but that was the extent of their aggression.
Damn it, Gaius! Where in the seven hells did you find that thing?
It has been a day of unexpected developments, but the fact remains, Garuda is no longer a threat. While I take no comfort in the manner of her downfall, it does mean that we may safely put the matter of the primals to one side, for the time being at least.
Which just leaves the matter of Gaius's new toy.
Indeed. That weapon poses the greatest threat to Eorzea. It must be destroyed. But first, we must needs find out all we can. Let us make for Vesper Bay. We shall rebuild the Scions. All is not yet lost, my friend, for we bear the light, and shall surely lead our people from the darkness.
Well, that was quite the cutscene. I remember like the events of that cutscene, but like not the dialogue or anything like that. Because obviously, I've had cutscenes turned off this whole time, but if for whatever reason I did see it, immediately skipped it or whatever. I don't know, it's just interesting, the sequence of events. And I guess like you get so used to being like high level and just being able to tear everything down that you kind of forget that, well, no, at the time, like Garuda was actually kind of difficult, and like it makes sense on the power levels, and then Ultima comes in and tears it all up. But it, like watching it again, it almost felt like a bit of plot armor in there that like we couldn't defeat Garuda and whatnot. But obviously, if you actually go back to when you're a lowbie like that, it all makes sense. Anyway, that weapon didn't destroy those primals. It devoured them. Gods only know what else it can be, or what else it can do. Well, that was an experience I would rather not have again. Something has been troubling me, Lavenza. Shortly before the Black Wolf took center stage, when Garuda attempted to claim you as her own, I could have sworn I saw... but I'm sure I was mistaken. In times of great stress, the evidence of the eye is apt to be misread by even the most inquiring mind. Forget I mentioned it. Returning to the subject of our earlier discussion, we may consider the matter of the primals closed until further notice. No beast tribe will dare summon their god so long as that weapon exists. Truly, a more effective deterrent I could not imagine. It almost seems a shame to plot its destruction. I was kind of thinking the same thing. It's like, can we take control of this somehow? Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to watch me live, you can find the link to my Twitch down below. Have a great one.